All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Young Link Jr. So we have Florida fugitive Brian Laundrie's attorney said Wednesday his father, Christopher Laundrie, would begin assisting authorities in the search for his son, who was last seen on September 13th, just days after his fiancee Gabby Petito officially became a missing person. FBI later uncovered Petito's remains at a remote Wyoming campsite. Remember these sequence of events happening September 19th. So Chris Laundrie was asked to assist law enforcement in a search for Brian at the preserve today. She was yesterday. So Steve Bartolino said he told Fox News Wednesday. So since the preserve has been closed to the public, Chris has not been able to look for Brian in the only place that Chris and Roberta believe Brian may be. So he added that the Northport police had to postpone the elders' Laundrie's participation that he did not take part in the search Wednesday, which saw an increased police presence after resources appeared to have been drawn down over the weekend. So Chris and Roberta's mother, are hopeful there will be another opportunity to assist, referring to both Laundrie's parents. Josh Taylor, the Northport Police Department chief spoken, told Fox News that his department did not ask for Chris Laundrie's involvement, nor did police postpone it. In no world would be the agency asking the family to search in an FBI-led investigation. He said, deferring further questions to the FBI, which did not immediately respond to a request of comment. He also declined to discuss whether Northport police had invited Chris Laundrie to join the search prior to the FBI taking over the case. That's interesting. Pat Diaz, a former Miami-Dade homicide detective who also served on FBI task force, said in a doubted federal investigators were bringing the suspect's father to help their search. They may have found stuff in the reserve for the father to identify, he said, but not a body or belongings. So the lawyer, family attorney, later clarified that the request perhaps came from a liaison to FBI. My statement is correct, he said. Earlier, he told Newsday that Chris Laundrie was excited to take part in the search after weeks of remaining completely mum on the subject and barely leaving his home. And that's what gets me, I mean, all this stuff that's going on, and you file a missing person report. You didn't talk to the police. You didn't say nothing. You didn't talk to Fox News explaining your concern about, a Gabby missing and she's gone and they found the remains and, the condolences to the family. It's just really weird to me. And it's supposed to be a future daughter-in-law. And on top of that, your son's supposed to be missing, but you're not going any means to find him. But he also claimed that the elder Laundrie searched the T. Marby Carlton Jr. Reserve on his day on Monday, September 13th, after his son failed to come home that night, but they returned to the Mustang, even though the parents told police that Friday they had last seen their son on Tuesday. The Northport police informed me that they were focusing on certain areas of the preserve today, and they were actually hoping that Mr. Laundrie could join them on that search. Wow, that's what the Bartolino said. Mr. Laundrie has consented, and we are waiting for the call from Northport Police Department to make that happen. Brian Laundrie has been named a person of interest in the Petito's disappearance. Okay, and the days before they found her dead, on September 23rd, the FBI announced a federal warrant for bank fraud charges when he racked up her debit card to $1,000. His whereabouts remain unknown on Wednesday evening, but his search reserve has continued for weeks, even reports. And this actually too just in, they haven't found any type of sightings or camp sightings in the reserve. But my thing is this too. I used to find this kind of odd. I'm like, why all of a sudden you want to go in with the FBI? Like, why would the FBI, first of all, would ask you for permission if you're the suspect, relating to a suspect of a case, to go ahead and help search a fugitive? It just didn't make sense. Maybe it's just to confirm, maybe evidence. That's the only way I can think of. Because I think some people was actually, expressing their ideas and they were in their thoughts on this on Twitter and all over social media about like why all of a sudden you just want to go ahead and say, hey, let me just get up and just trying to find out. Are you trying to clean up your image, as time is progressing, because now, they close to catching them and you don't want to go to trial or anything. So it's really just really super weird to me. Like I said, conversations was had on September 1st when he arrived there with his Mustang, actually to see his sister, and then they decided to camp out, maybe to have disclosed conversations or private conversations from the 6th and the 8th. And then on top of that too, I mean, it just didn't make sense. People thought he dropped them off at the Carlton Reserve and then drove his Mustang back. But I mean, there's a lot of wildlife there. Can't imagine, just this gentleman, he even said it, his sister said he had mediocre survival skills as well. So I think they're really close to finding him. And I think the FBI kind of know where he is. They probably not just going to tell us to give us any type of additional information and throw us off. or throw him off. But I think I know where he is. He could be hiding anywhere. It could be so many things, man. But all of a sudden, man, I just really think this is kind of BS at this point. But what is how this is gonna really aid the search? And now the only thing is, I would leave at this is that the reason why I feel like, the Chris Laundrie and the Roberta Laundrie and his parents wasn't, going out their way to go ahead and try to find him at first, because I feel like they know where he is allegedly. I'll just say that because it's not confirmed. And then, what's strange is that as soon as he returned home without his fiance, all the communication, all that, she didn't post nothing on Instagram, all that. They found remains like September 1st, before all that, the Gabby Petito family filed a missing report. They got a lawyer. I guess I'm like, they got a lawyer immediately, and I'm thinking like, okay, so they can cover they butts just in case stuff happens. Like, oh, well, my daughter was with you guys, and she's no longer there. She was supposed to be on a cross country trip with Brian, and he's no longer with her anymore. So what happened? So it could be that's just to protect their butt, but it goes to show you, like, is this something that they are hiding that we don't know about? So it's just a lot of things going on. I'm gonna continue to, like I said, post some more news on this, but I just wanted to talk about this. I feel like that was really kind of strange in a way. But you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Tell me your thoughts, man. Let's have a conversation. I really appreciate you guys, man. I'm out. Deuces.